the Explorama launch. Okay, go.
You can walk forever through here and you won't find nobody. All right, but don't do it by yourself. You might get lost. All right, but this is the place. This one is different than this other one. This vine is different than the other vine back there. Hundreds of plants, many different species of vines. Right? So like this little tree right here. If you touch it, it feels a little weird, the shape. All right? Very close to the main leaves, there is little bump. And this is the kind of,
Oh yeah.
let's see what kind of ants are they. They're called Azteca ants. Azteca. And these kind of ants were used by some indigenous tribes as a mosquito repellent in the past. To keep away mosquitoes, they were using this. But there is some species coming down, like this one. This one is it's a young vine coming down. The ones growing up, why do they go up?
Sun.
Sunlight. Growing on it. Protection, right? So nothing climbs on it. But in this case, it's not a big deal for termites. See the nest right here?
Yep. Oh yeah.
A little termite nest on this side, on this other side.
Palm tree.
Astrocarium chambira. This is a small one. They grow very, very.
What? Monkeys. Monkeys.
Yes. The one that went by the lodge already. They're passing by. They try to be
Gathering termites.
here. Kill them yet, but you can smell the minty flavor.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
As a mosquito repellent. Azteca ants and termites. Making their beautiful dugout canoes. All right.
Canoes. Mahogany.
Yes, and you can see that there is many different roots. I will say all of the roots of all of the trees are growing very much outside.
What is it?
Horsefly. All right. Gone. And then they make the floor of the houses and the wall of the houses. But something funny is that people in the rainforest call this one the macho palm tree. Do you know the word macho?
Macho palm.
Why do you think we call it macho palm tree, amigo Guillermo?
Strong.
I can tell.
Hard.
No. Oh, you got it already.
Yeah.
You got it probably.
All right.
This is very famous in the rainforest. Macho palm tree.
Of course.
All right. Hi, macho palm.
This is
And there is nothing growing on it. See? It's always very nice and clean and smooth. Right here. Look at this.
Yes.
About twice a year, 2 times a year, shedding its bark off to get rid of the parasites. All right? For making charcoal. That's it. Do you?
Canopy.
Yes, absolutely.
They're on the canopy walk.
From here all the way to the very end, about 3/4 of a mile. All right, and there is 14 different platforms holding the canopy walkway.
Wow, haven't seen anything so green. Oh, we are on top. How many feet this is?
Oh, I didn't check that there.
Definitely 100 and some.
But highest point is 120. Yeah, I can, but
Ah, here's the beautiful Amazon. We are on top of 117 feet from the forest floor. Amazon visit. Amazon visit. Okay. Look at this Gucci. Look at this Gucci.
And then we just whip them together. Then we let them dry in the sun for a week. Then we put them up on the house. If you don't dry them first,
Monkey.
they will last maybe a week because they're green, they're alive. So there'll be worms,
Monkey
katydids,
comb.
and cicadas, and many other creatures eating the leaves because they're alive. They belong to the leaf cutter ants. Have you ever seen them? You know, ants carrying a leaf on the back.
Yeah, yeah. Roots coming up.
Okay. Tree. This
there
is
we
it.
go.
If you make a machete cut on it, the sap comes out, which is like milk, white.
Yeah.
If you keep it in your fingers for a few minutes, it becomes very sticky, like a natural glue. You can see. Well, there was some right here. See, there was somebody. One little drop right here. Look at this. All right. I will keep this for a while right here, and you will see that will become like a glue. So the
The creek is running low now, but in November when the rains start, it actually climbs up and over this bridge. only the fruit? No, those are whole banana. See?
You got another fight. There you go. They run in packs. So, next fight.
Tiny, huh?
Anybody want? Are we coming back after?
It took up like that.
Yeah, it's eating. Look at that. Oh, nice. Walking to see the shaman, Renu Peru Botanical Garden. Oh, look at that.
See this book?
Yeah.
It is called The Green Pharmacy. This gentleman right here, his name is Dr. Jim Duke. He is from Alabama University. He wrote down this book. And this gentleman has been here many, many times.
Casa Morcanita, Riconite, que Guasita, Reno Perú, Jardín Botánica, que metean que chungana tapucani, tu cricune que singa nana kunata que se kunata ricune que sane grado kuna que kuna bandi guasa con tu cricune. Para sinusitis, asmas, bronquios. Con este hoja medicinal tenemos para baños, para traer energías, los animales cuando se van al ser.
2 leaves. They look like any other leaves in the rainforest, right? Like any other. But this is a medicinal one. It is called locally Sacha ajos. And this is really good for asthma, sinusitis, and bronchitis. Alright? For respiratory problems. Okay, what you do is you just you need to boil it. You boil the leaves, and after you boil it, you cover your head with a piece of a sheet or either a towel. Then you need to smell the vapor or either inhale the vapor, which is very, very strong. And he's saying also that back in his village, the leaves are used by the hunters. Before they go deep in the forest, they crush the leaves and then they pass it all over the body to camouflage the human odor. So by having this smell on their bodies, they can get a lot closer to wild animals in the forest. It is called in English wild garlic. This is not the garlic that we use for cooking. This is wild. Alright, for asthma, sinusitis, and bronchitis.
Este es uña de gato para dolor de próstata, inflamaciones, la de vientres, para cuidar los cánceres.
One. This is a woody vine. This is growing from the ground up. This is the branch of the vine. This is called locally uña de gato. You know what gato means?
Okay.
Uña. Uña.
Onion.
Cat's claw.
Cat's claw.
Cat's claw. Alright, this is the branch, and this is why we call it cat's claw. You're gonna get to see like little hooks. See the little hooks?
Yep.
This is the best medicine, the best local herb in along the Amazon. Alright? The medicinal part, it is the inner bark.
Este es medicina su corte, este no.
Not the wood.
Parte de medicina para sacar.
The inner bark.
Oh.
This.
This one. He said that you make a tea
Este también.
and you drink it like regular water. Every time you feel like you need agua, water, you drink tea out of this bark, which is very good for arthritis, rheumatism, prostate inflammation, stomach ulcers, and also a lot of people most people in the rainforest, they're drinking cat's claw tea to prevent all types of cancers. To prevent. There is a famous actor from Mexico, his name is Andres Garcia. So he came down to the Amazon and treated his cancer in one of the Indian tribes for 6 months, drinking cat's claw tea. Back to Mexico, back to his doctor, and his cancer was gone. So, to prevent, a lot of people are drinking cat's claw tea. It is right now very famous, very much all over the world. You find it like in capsules and pills. Alright? And if you chew on it, tastes very dry, very bitter, like any, well, medicine never tastes good, right? Cat's claw.
Amigos, aquí tenemos uña quitona. Teta de vaca. Teta de vaca, eso es que es quitona. Es una para curarnos de mosquitos. Cuando,
Okay. Right here. This one, it is in the tomato family. Solanum. The Solanaceae. Alright? It is called locally quintona or cow otter. This one, it is a very toxic fruit. Very, very toxic. Here in the Peruvian Amazon there is many mosquitoes. We do get bit a lot. But this is usually during the high water season. Right? River people get bit a lot by mosquitoes. But sometimes these mosquitoes, they leave their eggs in your skin. So what happened right after that? They hatch, and then you get a larva in your skin, right? So if you get this problem in the village, you will feel like this larva is eating your skin. It kind of hurts a little bit. You see a little red ball, and then if you watch carefully, you press like this, a little bit of liquid is coming off this little hole, and then you see this larva coming off bit by bit. It is something we get here. You know, maybe you heard about the bat flies. Yes, a bat fly. So so for that case, we using this cow otter. We make it in 2 pieces, and then we collect the juice. 1 little drop right in the hole, and this one is going to kill this larva. After a few minutes, it's gonna die. Then you press like this, and it'll come out for killing bat flies. But he said also that this is the best medicine in the Peruvian jungle for Atlix foot, for fungus, and at the same time good for ringworms. All right, but you need to make it in 2 pieces, and then get the jelly stuff from inside. Have you heard about cocona? Have you seen a cocona? Have you tried cocona jam back at the lodge?
Yes.
C-O-C-O-N-A.
Yeah.
Alright, cocona is also in the tomato family. They're cousins. Alright, this one is very toxic, but this one is edible. So you make juice out of this, you make jam, you make ice cream. But cocona actually, it is considered our jungle insulin in the Peruvian jungle.
Oh.
This is good for control of diabetes. Just to control. Alright, pure juice of cocona. Alright, which is very, very sour. Drink maybe 3, like 1 glass of juice out of 3 coconuts per day. Like for 3 days, and then you can rest 3 days, and then you can drink another 3 days. But very much for like 3 months, just to control for controlling diabetes. Alright.
es sacha jergón
¿Para qué es?
para medicinas. Este es su color. Sacha jergón.
There is a snake in the bottle.
Oh.
Compare the snake and the plant.
The same.
Agua de veneno. Luego lavas con su agua, con el microexamen lavas. Y después de este hoja le apegas ahí, todito. Todo. Lo pinchas desde hasta amanecer el día, ya no hay hinchazón. Queda normalizado.
This plant was discovered maybe 8-10 years ago by scientist people and by shamans. Alright? And as I said before, snakes used to kill a lot of people until they discovered this plant. This one treats snake bites. Which one is the medicinal part?
Roots.
This one. Alright, the potato. This one grows underground. Alright, you peel it, grind it, squeeze it, so you get the juice from this potato, right? Then you drink it. So you drink juice from this root. So then with the leftover, you wrap it with maranta leaves, you make something like a tamale, then you heat it in the fire for a few minutes, and then you apply right on the bite, like a poultice. But you need to make first a little incision right on the bite, and then you apply it right on it. Okay? And this is what you need to do every half an hour. Drinking the juice and changing the poultice. Then you need to make this main tree trunk in small pieces, and then you need to boil it together with this kind of a leaf, which is called Santa Maria. Alright? And right after you boil it, you need to pass this kind of leaves by the right where the bite is, in order to bring the pain down. Alright? But this one works 100% before 2 hours. You need to be fast looking for this type of plant in the rainforest. You know, in most of the villages right now, people plant them in their backyards, so they have them ready at home. So scientist people name this one Dracontium loretensis. In the USA you have states, in Peru we have departments. Where we are right now, it is called Loreto Department. This is why they name it loretensis, because it was found here in the Peruvian Amazon. And it's really amazing that the snake and the plant look very much the same. That one is called in English Fer-de-Lance snake, and this is called a Fer-de-Lance snake plant. Alright? This one looks like real blood, right? It is called sangre de grado. It's not sangria. Dragon's blood sap. This one comes off a big tree. It's not the best coagulant and antiseptic ever in the rainforest. Very good to stop any kind of bleeding and also to avoid infection. For machete cuts, any kind of bleeding, you need to make a cream out of this sap, and then you just put it on the affected area. All right, and very good for the ladies after they deliver their babies. Very good to drink in one glass of warm water. You add like 3 drops. They drink it to prevent from the internal infection, at the same time to stop the bleeding. All right, and also he said that in his tribe, the girls, women are using it para arrugas,
Claro,
for wrinkles,
para mosquitos.
for mosquitoes bite, to stop the itching. This is the best. All right. For wrinkles, the way they do it is before they go to bed. Women, before they go to bed, they make a mask on their faces. If you put on a few drops and you rub it on, it becomes a mask, like creamy stuff. You go to bed, wake up, then next day you wash it off. This is in his tribe. All right. This is what you need to do for any kind of bleeding. Machete cut, a lot of bleeding, you just rub this on to stop the bleeding immediately. What he said?
Yeah, some orange juice.
What?
Sugar, orange, papaya,
Or sugar cane or
orange.
or
Yeah.
like juices, right?
Hot
You
water,
got milk.
milk.
He said this is milk of oje. It looked like milk, right? But this is also a sap coming off a ficus tree. Remember when we got our picture, the big tree, the group picture? There was a ficus tree. This is the sap of the big tree. All right. So this is really good for killing intestinal parasites. Along the Amazon, you know, most of the people, drinking river water. The young kids, they're not used to the water yet, so they get sick with parasites. So when that happens, they don't need to go like to the city to buy like anything in the pharmacy, right? They just walk into the rainforest in search of this type of tree. Machete cut on it, and then they collect the sap, right? And then in a glass of juice, could be papaya, sugarcane, orange, or whatever. You add for adults, 5 spoons. For children, 2 spoons. You just add it to the juice. This milky liquid. Twice a year, for people to get rid of their parasites.
Ajá. Es ayahuasca. Y con eso tomando aprendí, mi padre me recomendaba la ayahuasca 20 veces tomaba con mi papá. Y me enseñaron mis abuelos, mis tíos.
A little piece of a vine, and it looks like any other piece of vine in the rainforest. But this one, it is so important for them. So important for the shamans. It is called locally ayahuasca. And this ayahuasca, it is considered a very strong and powerful hallucinogenic vine. Alright? So in order to get this liquid, they need to boil ayahuasca for 8 hours. But once they're boiling it, they add other hallucinogenic plants, such as angel trumpets, tobacco, coca leaves, yahe, and chacruna, all together. And this is the result after 8 hours. And his uncle, father, and grandfather were giving this hallucinogenic beverage to him once a week. And through hallucinations, through visions, he was learning about the uses of the plants. Why is that? Because, as he said, once you start seeing many visions, you can see the spirit of this hallucinogenic beverage. And this spirit is going to teach to you about this other plant, what they're good for, and things like that. But good thing is the next day you can remember everything. Strong laxative and purgative. Yes, temporarily diarrhea and vomits, right? Because you're cleaning your body, you're cleaning your spirit. Then, second step, beautiful visions, nice visions, right? So you are very happy, you're laughing, right? So, but then, next step, bad visions, very ugly creatures from the forest. But the worst, he said, it is an anaconda coming by you, swallowing you, and then he throw up. You see this like real. So because he said that the anaconda represents the mother and the father of this beverage. So after those steps, you get to see this, the spirit of ayahuasca, and you get to learn about the uses of the plants.
ayahuasca, sumacangi, suerte, kunata, trabajota, espíritu, chamucangi, pinche, kuna, caimanda, ricunica, amazonas, nacoruna, causangue, camaruna, ricunica, espíritu, kunata.
And good luck. Wrap your hands like this, and then pass it all over you. Right all over your face.
Rosewood and orchids.
Orchids, flowers, and roses.
Rosewood. Going up to Caesar's uncle's place. It's a rum distillery. This is like sugar canes.
The stuff that they make here has been making happy the local people for over 100 years. This machine was brought by the Guerra family, who is the actually they come from Spain, and they came down here. They brought this machine from somewhere from Europe over 100 years ago during the rubber boom time. And when they came down here, they taught their children how to make good rum, and since then they have been making rum in this area. Well, as you can see, this is one piece of wood over here. This is one piece of wood, and the horse that you can see by himself over there, it is very important here because the person who owns this place, he ties a horse over here and he makes the horse walk around. And as the horse walks around, he makes the machine work. Okay? He makes the press work. So, to make the machine work, but I'm not sure yet which way it goes. Let me see. I'm going to volunteer to be the horse, please. Okay. We need someone else to volunteer to be the feeder. Oh no, you don't want to whip the horse?
No.
Somebody's whipping the horse. Okay, please, come have a seat right here.
Just take a whip and whip
Have a seat right there.
a little bit. It's my brother.
Stay low.
A little bit big.
Yes. Go to the other side. Yes, you are a good horse. All right, Senora, stick the piece in there. Yes, very good. Yes. Very good. Very good. Watch out with the other end. Keep going.
Come on, horse.
Jesus. Watch out with the other end. Slow, slow.
Go, horsey.
Is the juice coming? The last piece. Watch out with the other hand.
Sweet, no?
It is very sweet, yeah. I would like to let you try, but what happened is there is a lot of dirt at the moment there. Okay, so this, oh, look at him.
Oh, he comes. Okay, yeah, that's you.
Who of you would like? When this person is gonna work right here, he wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I understand that he works here from there to here. He uses a pipe, and then he makes fire
Did you smell it?
down there. He makes fire down there. He comes through the pipe, and the pipe here is coiled like that. And down here there is a little pipe, and that's where he collects in this bucket. That's where he collects the rum. I understand the first bottles that he gets, it's strong enough.
That's quite a deep.
Armando's father. So the machine came to this village, the press came to this village 120 years ago. But now he's in charge of it. He has a license to produce the rum, so it's not illegal. So he's paying taxes to the government. All right? So right now we're gonna invite you to use some of the samples they have. All right? Are you ready? Ready. Very good.
Look, they are swinging by the branch. You see that?
Yeah. You leave it. Look at it.
Oh, there they are. There.
I don't bag them.